Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Brewing Bollocks podcast with myself, the Cough. His name is Bobby K and Mr. Cuva99. We're going to bring back this hour of talking absolute rubbish, and it's going to be absolutely enjoyable. So for any of you that are trying to bring toxicity or football to the door, don't bring it. Leave it at the door. Let's all have a bit of a laugh. And yeah, let's find out what's happening. Bobby, what's been brewing this week?
Not too much, buddy. You know how it is, the usual routine of work and everything. Got out there, got the groceries done quick, and I thought, let me get home and picked up some little Easter chocolate for the kiddies here and everything. So, it's chill day today. Got to take Mr. Teddy Sharing Cat over for his second vaccination there, and then go pick up little K's new football cleats. So, yeah, very, very, very busy day, man. And I think I'm going to plan a nap in the afternoon. Spent a nice evening with Mama K last night. We had a movie day and a chill out Sunday kind of thing. And we watched that Terrifier 2 movie. And I'm extremely disappointed, to be honest with you.
Really?
I just
absolutely hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love the gore. I love that the way they did it, that 80s cheese gore kind of style and everything like that. But it was just I just expected a bit more out of the story kind of thing, not for it to be such a predictable thing from the first 5 minutes into the movie kind of deal. So I guess that's where I was left disappointed.
I actually think they made a mistake trying to put a story in this way at all.
You think so, eh? You think it's better the other way around? Just less story, more gore?
Just walk right, mindless killing for the sake of it. Loads of gore and silly facial expressions. That would have done.
Yeah, love a silly facial expression.
You mean like the ones in this intro we did?
Yeah.
How perfect was that? That was a great idea, Ben.
Yeah,
Kuva's is perfect.
Absolutely love those 90s intros, and that's what I wanted to do. So we did that. And Kuva, what's been brewing this week?
It's been a long week, hasn't it? Monday. Yes. I've been chilling out playing Resident Evil 4, the remake, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you figure out how to save it?
Sorry?
Did you figure out if you could save?
Yes, I have. You have to be careful when you're using the little typewriter thing on there to do the save games. So you can't have more than one person playing on the account. It's just been everything I was expecting. I was a massive fan of the original, one of the greatest games ever made. This does it full justice. It's worth paying again for to experience it all over. So atmospheric. I'm getting my eldest Owen to play through it next because I just enjoy the experience. There's so many great little moments in that. Legendary sort of game it is. Other than that, all good. Got the lunch sorted out. Bit of bolognese cooking away in the slow cooker since morning, and they're just helping themselves and chill out here with two of my favorite people on planet Earth.
Yeah, so we know that Cooper is in a lion mood today.
Clearly, because he was smiling when he said that.
Yeah, he's smiling, just like.
How about you, Benny boy? What's been going on? How about you tell us what's been going on for once?
Nothing much, to be honest. Mate? I've come into the coffee company today for the one purpose of assembling furniture. So we've been doing that and screaming my face off like all of you do with flat pack furniture.
Wow, what is it? Do you got new furniture for outside or something?
Yes, new furniture for outside. Oh, nice.
Very good.
And we came in on a day it's raining to assemble it.
Oh, it's raining in England? No.
Yeah, raining in England.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, really. This Easter bank holiday has been wonderful. The sun has been shining.
Because it looks nice.
Yeah. But now it's not. The day you actually need to do something, nope.
So it's your fault. Okay.
Before we carry on with the chat, let's welcome to see who is in the chat. We've got Mr. Eugene, big up. The number one at Agenbar. Lovely to see you at the protest on Saturday, buddy. It was a great thing. Good work by you. Mr. Mark Cousins, the wonder of Yeovil. Afternoon, coffee crew. Afternoon. I don't know who this guy is. Welsh shit. Welsh shit. Hello, Welsh shit. Hello. Afternoon, five guys. And you know
you are.
Big up. We've got Paddy here. Big up. We've got Jason Bell. Jason
Hi,
Bell, good
my
morning.
favorite Englishman. Morning, Jason.
Good afternoon. Mr. Swim Master himself. Big up, Anthony. Big up. Phil Arby.
Phil Arby.
Big up. Phil, mate. What a dream team we have today. 10-inch. Big up, 10-inch. 10-inch. It's, of course, Welsh Jet, of course. Hello, and Mr. Anthony Gregory is here. Afternoon. Mr. Stewart 727. All of the folks in the chat. And Mr. Catman, just na Catman. Big up. Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're all well. What are we going to talk about? There's so much rubbish to talk about. Bobby's having an argument with Thin Air. He's just having an argument.
Sorry, Mama Kay decided to come back and say you went grocery shopping and you forgot this, and this. So were they on the list? I told you yesterday. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I brought her back her coffee, though. That's the key thing.
Bobby Kay's got a great list. When I went grocery shopping with Bobby, his list was extensive. So you've got to make sure it's on the list.
It's not on the list. You're not getting in, just like the doorman says. If you're not on the list, you're not getting in. I have no short-term memory. Since I turned 40, it has effectively been wiped out. At 45, it started declining at 40. And at 45, it went to a steep decline. And I kid you not, I cannot remember anything. And it's so bad, it's not even funny. I literally leave here, and as I'm walking out the door, she'll give me 2 items. I'll get to by the time I drive 4 minutes down the shop to the shop. I've forgotten it. I'll grab 2 other things though, because I'll know she needed 2 things. I'll remember that part, but that's about it. So, I guess I'm making a little trip after the show, anyways. And what do you know? Don't get across the keyboard, man. Say good morning, though. Hello. Say good morning. Say happy Easter. Right there.
Yeah, Bobby has another trip to the grocery shop. Favorite series. I don't know. It's Easter, so we might as well talk about our favorite chocolatey treats. Our favorite thing to do in Easter. What is everyone's treats? The sun has finally come out in the UK.
What have you done? Shit.
What is everyone's favorite Easter chocolate? What is everyone's favorite chocolate?
Oh boy.
See, I don't bother. I'm just not a chocolate fan. I prefer biscuits like Kit Kat.
You're not, aren't you? But an Easter egg is always a great thing. I've always been a fan.
I did enjoy when the kids were younger, just doing the little Easter egg hunts in the back garden, go and hide them everywhere. That's always fun. But
that's what I just did. Now, actually, I got to the shop. I grabbed a whole bunch of those little
you open the door, just fuck them out. Get outside. Get outside.
Bobby's internet is doing the Canadian thing at the moment.
Yeah, it is. A.
Man.
Big up Bobby K's cat taking over the
You figure the one guy that's supposed to be tech support should have better internet.
You can't do everything, Bobby. You can't do everything.
Are we good?
Welsh Jet is saying Reese's peanut
I got some of those too,
yeah.
Welshie.
Peanut butter eggs.
I like the
peanut butter. Right.
I don't know if you have them, the Cadbury cream filled ones there. One with the white and the yellow
Cadbury's
cream inside them.
Yeah, they used to be so much better. Now they're disgusting.
You know what's funny? I think we had this conversation the other day because you're saying that they changed them there. They changed them here, but they're actually a little bit sweeter here. I actually prefer them now here.
No, so that's why they're worse. That's why they're worse.
Oh, I love them.
We used to love them when I was a kid, but that was just like it was really thick chocolate on the egg. You had to work to crack it open with your teeth. Yeah. And then it was just pure sugar in there. You used to love it when I was sort of like 9 or 10 or something, but
that's how it is here now, Kuva. That's what I'm saying. It's like we got your version and you got our version now. It's like we swapped.
Yeah.
So your guys got shittier, while I think ours got better now.
Are you saying Canada's stuck in the past, Bobby?
Yeah.
Perhaps that's a good thing, actually.
Can't you tell with my internet?
Ribena, so let's go back to the past. Sugar-coated marshmallows. Ooh.
Oh,
We're
Catman.
going to be
Hey,
joined
Jess.
by our wonderful guest, Mr. Daigle. He is about to join the show, and yeah, he's going to join on.
There's a thing there as well. Sugar-coated marshmallows. It doesn't suddenly turn it into sugar, does it? It's still a marshmallow.
What's up, Coover?
It's a lesson to be learnt there.
Lovely egg came with a Kit Kat biscuit. Lovely. Shut up, Alan.
Shut up, Alan. I mean, good morning.
Wonder if you can get biscuit eggs.
Yes, you can. Hey, big up, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well
eggs.
back there. What's the most cream eggs you can fit in your mouth at once? One, because that's all. That's enough.
None for me.
No.
And
I don't know how you guys are, but I have a really bad habit of treating that better than I would. Well,
no, stop. It's too early.
I was gonna say because it's early for that. Because I love just biting the tip off and kind of working the cream out of the egg.
Yeah. Our Easter eggs were so thick growing up and compared to the ultra thin eggs. Yeah, that's the thing. There's so much. They're like basically just
ripping people off, isn't it?
Yeah.
But isn't that anything though? I don't know if you guys have noticed it. Like, it's a big issue over here, like with the food quantity going down and the prices going up and everything, and portions inside. Like even when you get frozen foods and stuff, like everything's a little bit smaller. We get these Dr. Oker or something like that, little restaurante individual pizzas that you get.
Oh, the Dr. Etka, yeah.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah, and they used to be the size of the box, and now I'm morning in, and now you open the box and it's like there's about an inch at least all the way around the box that's still available, and that's slowly going to get to 2.5 inches, 2 inches. And
the packets of crisps, they're inflated with air. They give the impression that there's lots in there, but there is.
Oh no, that's to keep them fresh. Bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
Bullshit.
Yeah. So we're joined by Mr. Daigle himself.
Wait. Did you give him the rules though? Does he know we're not talking about football, right?
Of course, we're not talking about football. This is the Brewing Bollocks podcast.
Good morning, Brian. Happy Easter.
Only talk about bollocks.
Exactly. I can talk other things, Bobby, other than Tottenham. Sorry I'm late, Ben. I just had to sort Vodafone out for my parents because Vodafone are the worst phone provider of all time. So I just had to have a grinning with them. So I do apologise.
Vodafone over Bell and Rogers? You're saying?
Oh, mate, I'm on Telus back home. I'm on Telus, which are much better.
That's why.
I always remember the chocolate bunny, which was hollow. We loved them. The lint bunnies are great. What's your favourite?
Oh, those little gold ones, yeah.
What's your favourite Easter chocolate, Brian? I bet you've got a few.
Oh, mate, do you know what? I used to be that I had such a savoury tooth.
Yeah.
The chocolate didn't really. I liked it, but now it's balanced out and banging to my shot. I love Maltesers. I do like Galaxy. I have to say, I am more of a Galaxy fan, I would say, than I am a Cadbury, if I had to be honest.
Galaxy's definitely better now. I think Cadbury's too small and too sweet.
So yeah, I'm definitely going to go with Galaxy. Although Ilana, actually no, my bad. My favourite chocolate, and I honestly go nuts over them, is Dime Bars. I'm obsessed with Dime Bars.
Dime Bars?
Dime from the halfway line, as I call them.
They used to be called. What did they used to be called again?
Oh, they used to be called something, but
they were. I can't remember what the hell they were called. But I love them. Dime Bars are the best.
But that's a Swedish. He was.
No, I
don't know what he used to be called.
They used to be called Damio bars, and
yes, something like that. Dame. It used to be called Dame Bar, I think.
No, there were definitely. There's got. I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to check.
This is now.
Yeah,
well, we need some high tension music, don't we?
Yeah, you know what, Akuma, these are one of the things. You know when it's stuck in your head and you just can't think about it. And then it bugs you for hours, and then you get, now I need it.
That's Bobby was saying about this earlier. It's basically everything at our age now.
Yeah.
You go out of the house. 2 things to remember. Can't remember either of them.
No, you remember that it's 2 things, but it's not going to be what you needed. It's going to be something from the other end of the spectrum, in fact. You wanted milk and eggs. Okay, I'll bring back cigarettes and liquor.
There's a problem there.
They used to just be called dime bars, and then they changed them to dime.
Oh, is that what it was? God
Yeah.
damn it!
So dime. See, I've heard of
Yeah,
dime
dime
bags,
bars,
but
yeah.
not dime bars.
Yeah, but they are
Mark.
Brian,
Okay.
Brian, Maltesers. Would you say that's really a chocolate, or is it chocolate covered honeycomb?
I can tell you from the box.
Oh, mate, you got the box there.
70% milk chocolate, which means it is more chocolate than it is honeycomb.
Mm. But the honeycomb exists before we put chocolate on it, doesn't it?
Shut up, Kuva.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It must have been called that. Yeah, I think it was right. It's called DIME.
Packet of Rebels.
This war will never end.
Yeah, it's never going to end.
Rebels are
There's
good.
no war
Rebels.
about it. As far as I'm concerned, it's just educating the uneducated.
Rebels are good.
Showing cat. Yeah.
He's here, Welshie. He's here. He's ready.
Two things. Kit Kat is a biscuit. Shut up, Ian. Not trying to cause arguments here with your toxicity. And now, because you've done that toxic, we've got a player to use. Stop being toxic.
Stop it.
Stop it.
What's up, Alan?
Yeah. But yeah, dime bars, they're not bad. Have either of you lot tried Milka? Milka is a very big staple.
You guys are. I could have swore I was pretty educated with my English chocolate here, but you guys are dropping names I've never heard here.
It's Swedish and Norwegian dime.
I don't even remember seeing it there.
Yeah, it's Swedish and Norwegian. Absolutely.
Yes, Catman, you can. Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Chocolate covered raisins, isn't it? You don't call them, oh, that's chocolates.
You don't say. You don't.
You
Say
may have a point. Actually, I've got to say, Kuva has. He's just landed a body blow there. That's actually a very good point he's just made.
No, it's not because Kuva said it.
I still agree that Kit Kat's chocolate and Malteser's chocolate, but he's got a point with chocolate covered raisins.
Yeah, but then they call chocolate covered raisins.
He's
They're not
in the
called
ring.
a chocolate bar. They call
Yeah, but you don't just call it a chocolate, do you? You don't ignore the fact that there's a raisin in there, just as you don't ignore the fact that Kit Kat has a biscuit in the middle. If you just poured chocolate and there was no biscuit there, what shape would it be? Little.
Let me just very quickly say, Andrew, sorry I missed your call yesterday. It's just been crazy the last few days with Pesach, and yesterday was my nephew's 11th birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to the twinsies.
Oh, mate, they've got to the age now. They're 11 years old, and my sister and my brother-in-law got Isaac Kanoa of phones, so they got their iPhones, and Noah, my beautiful nephew, has messaged me and called me about 58 times.
Oh, come on.
24 hours. Oh, no, Bobby, it was as cute as anything. I love
That's
it
what I'm saying. That's adorable. That's
the best
wicked.
thing about it is he set up a Canada group and did a voice call to me and Alana at 7:30 in the morning Canada time.
Yeah.
Because I know you've got to remember there's 5 hours difference. It's not 12:30 here.
Yeah. He will learn eventually.
Andrew, I apologise, buddy.
It's a chocolate egg that comes with a biscuit. Shut up, Alan. Morning, guys. I hope you're all doing well and eating your Kit Kat chocolate bars. Yes.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Oh, typical.
Yeah.
Causing trouble. He's the new DFO at Spurs, and he's causing trouble here.
Yeah. What are you doing, Scott? You get back to your job. We need a bloody centre back, Sam. Get back to your job.
No, he is at his job. If he's playing for Spurs and you're getting ready for a game, isn't this part of the training? Sit and go on YouTube and do nothing because, well, there's little prep for games, isn't there? But that's too much football talk. We got to stop it right there.
Yeah, stop that football talk right there. We need to talk about something I gave Brian last week as a present. I gave Brian some fried egg flavoured crisps. What is your review of the Torres fried egg crisps? We got
fried egg crisps,
mate. Honestly, he showed. So, but let's do this story correct. Ben was at his local drinking place. When I called him last Sunday, and he goes, "Brian, I know you love crisps. Let me show you these crisps that'll blow your mind." And he showed me the fried egg flavor. I was like, "You what?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "I will try any crisp, but I'm obsessed with crisps." So we went out for our Korean meal and watched the Everton game on Monday. So he said, "Oh, I'll pick you up some and bring them over."
Yeah.
Took them, opened them up, and the first bite, you're just like, "Wait a minute, what am I actually eating?" But by the time you've taken the taste and swallowed it, I was like, "Holy shit. I've just eaten a fried egg in crisp." Mate, they were banging. They're still not up there. They're just below my co-op salt vinegar crisp, which is the best crisp in the world, followed by Ruffles all dressed, which Bobby will know very well.
Oh yeah.
That's questions have to be asked here. Is it actually like a potato crisp that's flavored as an egg?
Yes.
Or is it an actual fried egg that's been...
No, it's crisp.
It was a crisp like you're having a packet of Walkers. Literally, that kind of density and everything in the crisp as well. And mate, literally, it was like when you're taking a bite, like you've just ripped the yolk apart, mate, banging. If you can order them online at all, you have to try them. They are incredible.
This asks the question, really.
Is it an egg-flavoured potato?
Crisp form. Like different parts of the plate. You could have your waffle-flavoured crisps, your fried egg-flavoured, your beans-flavoured, your tomato-flavoured, sausage-flavoured. Yeah, it's all there, isn't it? Crisp flavour for everything. That's what's needed.
Mate,
Maltesers next.
It's going to be like that piece of chewing gum in the in Willy Wonka, Kuva, the 3-course meal.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for it. Well, don't they make that sort of miner's pasty type thing, don't they? One end savoury, the other end sweet, and you just take it all baked in one.
They honestly, I can't. If they're online, are they online as well, Ben?
Torres are online. Yeah, Torres egg flavoured crisps. You can buy them online.
I can't recommend them.
My favourite flavour is the gin one. They do, but they do a truffle flavour as well, black truffle flavour. And you open the bag, it's like it smells of truffle. They are all their flavours are just so intensely good.
Got to admit, I don't even know what truffles smell like. I'll have to get a bag just so I know.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Get all the flavoured crisps you can. But the fried egg crisps are interesting because you'll want to make a fried egg sandwich because everyone here loves a fried egg sandwich. What if you don't have any eggs, but you've got some crisps? You can have a fried egg flavoured crisp sandwich. So you've got the best of both worlds. It's a bit of Tommy K, and you're on your way. It's absolutely fantastic.
Or you have a double fried egg,
yes.
actual real, and potato. Just for that, mate. Honestly, like I said, everyone give them a go. They are exceedingly good.
Torres crisps. You should all try them.
Where do you get them, Betty?
You can get them everywhere. But my favourite crisps in Canada were the Walker's Sweet Pickle. They are
Walkers. We don't have Walker. You mean dill pickle?
Lay's
dill pickle. Lay's dill pickle. Yeah.
They are fantastic.
I'm the only one in this house that likes dill pickle chips.
They are amazing.
That's why I buy them. So it's the only thing that doesn't get eaten.
I don't mind, but honestly, Lay's and Walkers are the same people, surely.
Yeah, they are.
It's the same company.
Okay,
it's the same company. Yeah. I don't know which one owns which one though.
It's all the same conglomerate. It's owned by. It's part of the PepsiCo.
It's Pepsi, right? There you go. Okay.
It's all part of that one organization with Doritos and Cheetos and.
So then, why is it Doritos are called Doritos here and there? Pepsi is called Pepsi here and there, but the crisps are Lay's and Walkers.
Yeah, but they're Lay's everywhere else. They're only in the UK. They're called Lay's.
And I didn't realise until I moved to Canada when I used to watch the American shows, and they're like Axe body spray, Axe body spray.
Yeah,
bloody Lynx.
Yeah,
it's bloody Lynx.
Yeah. No, it's funny though. There is a difference though because even when I was there last, I had to bring back 4 or 5 bottles of that Lynx stuff for my brother because he hates Axe. He likes Lynx stuff. As crazy as it is, I'm like, it's the same thing. He's like, no, it's not. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, they got some weird flavors. They got some weird.
But I just realized why
was
it's
amazing.
Lay's here and Walker's there. It should actually be flipped around because let's face it, North Americans need to be walking a lot more. We're a lot more obese than English, and English are so wound up. Y'all need to get laid more. So I think it's time to swap the names.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't know.
Ian is
I'm doing my best to try and sort of level the playing field with being obese. I think
you are a beast. Obese. Oh, that was the
too much talk of food. Immediately, fried egg crisps being talked about. I'm starving.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're gonna have to eat something after.
Why is that so difficult? Giving up things. I gave up smoking, drinking, gambling, much naughtier things. And when it comes to food, you know, even though I've got diabetes, you can't just give up food, can you? You got to eat. So I don't understand it. For most people, it's like the day's built around what are you going to have for your main meal? Yeah, it's like that's the build up, and then other people, no, it's just fuel. It just gets in the way. I don't understand that.
There are people who eat to live, and there are people that live to eat, and we are those four. I can't eat food I don't enjoy. It's really horrible. Takis or Cheetos from Daniel. I've never had Takis before. I've never had them.
All day.
But
purple Fuego hot Takis all day long.
They are banging. I'm
all day long.
Brother Bob here.
Do you get them there?
Not true. Yeah, not tried
only in select stores.
Okay.
I was round Ben Daniels the other week, and he bought from his shop one of these really spicy ones. Or it says really spicy. They had a kick. They certainly had a bloody kick to them.
The Takis.
Yeah.
Was it the purple bag?
I think it might have been.
Because there's the purple, that's the blue Fuego or something. Oh, the blue is that dragon, there's dragon chili or something. The purple one's better.
Oh, is
purple
it? I can't
even
remember.
A bit hotter.
Blue or purple? I can't remember. I've seen the blue and purple ones here. I just can't remember the ones I had with Ben.
Fair enough. Yeah, the purple ones are you got to see little kid eat those things, man. He'll gobble a bag of those up. It's ridiculous. That kid's gonna have hemorrhoids by the time he's 13, man. Ridiculous. Honestly, I don't know how his shit's not just consistently liquid. The amount of hot sauce that kid eats. You were here, Brian. You've seen the way he eats, man. Hot sauce.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the commercial over there for Frank's Red Hot sauce with the old lady.
Yeah,
I put that shit on everything. Yeah, you guys get that commercial there?
Yeah,
that's little K here.
I've seen the advert, but I don't think it gets played over here.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
The one we had was the guy with the pizza, and then a mosquito bit him, and then the mosquito blew up because the sauce of Tabasco.
That's awesome. Actually, you know what? You just reminded me of my favorite TV commercial. Actually, let's do that quickly, Benny. Favorite TV commercial?
The Penguins.
Ever.
Penguins. There were three Scottish guys in the Highlands throwing cabers, and then around the big penguin is "Oi, ladies, seeing you wild trout about," which is probably very sexist now. But then these three Scottishmen start doing a hurling with the bloody ginormous penguin. All those penguin adverts were absolutely brilliant. The penguin advert. That I can remember that to this day. Let's go around.
Yeah,
definitely. Who's next, Benny?
Let's go, Brian. Favorite.
Okay. So this is hard for me. This because I've lived by, and I'm sure a lot of people in this chat do the same thing.
You could do two.
Mate, I've got 3 or 4. I live by, and like I said, I'm sure a lot of people do it. To me, it's not Christmas until I see the Coca-Cola advert.
Yeah, that's
okay.
It's not. I mean, and I don't mean I go looking for it or I have to be sitting down watching TV. Bang! It comes on. Yes, it's Christmas. I don't care how early it comes on.
Also, Toys R Us. Toys R Us.
Oh, mate. See that's another one. But I also,
mate,
you can look at all the John Smith adverts with Peter Kay. They were absolutely brilliant. You had there's a juice loose about this hoose for wine gums. But come on, as a kid, it'll be too young for you, Ben. But Coov will remember this. The red car and the blue car had a race. All red ones do is stuff his face. Milky Way. It was that advert. I think they brought it back recently, didn't they?
Yeah, they brought it back.
That advert was just the best.
Milky Bar Kid advert was good on Cartoon Network. There's so many. Coovs, Favorite TV advert?
I think most effective for one of all of them is going to be the Ron Seal ad. I've got a tin of Ron Seal. I'm never going to use it. It's just I was scared into buying it.
Yeah.
Just Ron Seal does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Get
It's
it.
like you got to go and get it. Well, all right, mate. Yeah, I'll just leave me out. I bought one. I think
another one. Look at that, Kuva. Look at Agenbar's last cut. Oh, he's just pulled two. He's just pulled two in there.
Yeah.
Bongo and Trio. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, some unforgettable ones, like who can forget Tony the Tiger on the Frosties ones? They're great.
You got J.R. Hartley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, all-time favourite, Boddington's did a series of them, Cream of Manchester. Boddington's
with Melanie Sykes.
And there's one in particular that I just adored. And it's like this hot, sunny day. It looks like a Mediterranean setting. The woman's there all bronzed and oiled and lying there absorbing the sun. There's the man there in the Calvin Klein's sort of swimming trunks. And they're all looking all posed, ripped and tanned and good muscle definition and everything like that. And after a while, the woman leans over and she just she goes, Tarquin, are you wearing your trolleys on runway round? And he turns round and he's got his Y fronts on back to front. It's not Calvin Klein's at all.
Yeah.
And then it's just all becomes very Manchester. And she just leans across at the end of the advert and has a sip of Boddington's, puts it down. Completely destroys the whole setting. Yeah. I just love that thing.
You know what as well, Cooper? Do you remember, it was one of my favourite TV shows of all time. Do you remember talking of adverts when Jasper Carrot did his commercial breakdown?
Yeah.
I mean, like Jasper Carrot's my favourite, like, but out of all time, and he used to show some adverts from around the world that were just hysterical.
Yeah,
hysterical. So yeah, there's been some good ones, but Coca-Cola is probably the one I always go to.
That's another one reminded me, same sort of style as the Boddington ones in many ways. It was an Aussie advert. Can't remember what it was for, but it's a woman in this luxurious bath. There's stone marble floors everywhere in the bathroom. And she's there drinking some sophisticated drink, probably a champagne or something like that. And there's gentle classical music. And she's just there relaxing and everything. And you see it pan down to the level surface of the bath. You'd see her laid back, all relaxing, water up to there. And then suddenly bubbles come up from halfway down. And she's going,
Bobby, your favorite advert?
You know what? It's funny. I was down to about 2, and now I'm seeing things. And as we talk here, I'm starting to remember other adverts that I've just found absolutely fantastic over the years. But one to me that always just put a smile on my face. You guys probably won't know it, but there's a vehicle that was made here in the 90s, early 90s. It was called a Geo Tracker. It was like a little SUV. It was the first kind of point where vehicles started transitioning to that crossover between the car and the minivan kind of thing, right? So they had this Geo Tracker. It was brilliant. It was just a white screen, the Geo Tracker sitting there, nobody talking, no music, no nothing, just laughter. And the Geo Tracker is literally just bouncing around on its wheels there, like it's the vehicle that's actually laughing. It was 20 seconds of that. That's it. And then it would just say Geo Tracker, fun ride or something like that. Yeah. And it was just such a simple, basic commercial. But I swear, every time I saw it, it made me laugh. Another one quickly was the Dorito ones from Super Bowl a couple of years ago. The Darth Vader one.
I remember.
Volkswagen one. The Volkswagen where he goes out and he goes to and he's walking around trying to use his Darth Vader powers, use the Force on everything, nothing, and then Daddy comes home and hits the remote starter because he just runs right by the dad, discards him coming home from work, and I'm like, yeah, that's my kids. Runs straight outside to the car, uses the Force, and the dad hits the remote starter to start the car, and he's like, it worked, I did it, right? But my favorite ever is the ad for Volkswagen Polo that was made in Europe. It was taken down. That ad was absolutely the long. You can't even find it anymore because I've actually tried to find the links. They've all been taken down. There was like a 4 or 5 minute version of that ad that was brilliant because it shows this guy who's basically a terrorist. He's praying this, that, the other. He does the and he does the bathing, puts on the clothes, and then he goes, straps himself up and everything, gets in the little polo, drives down to the nice marketplace, and then they show all these families walking, holding their children's hand. Everybody's all happy and everything. You see him pull out the detonator, and he's obviously there to explode a car bomb in the market, and then boom, but only he blows up. And you see there's just a splatter onto the windows of the car, and then it comes up Volkswagen Polo, built tough or something like that. And I was just like,
you can't make those
all
adverts.
these sons of bitches.
You cannot make those adverts now.
Ben, it's recent. It's only 4 or 5 years old, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 tops. But it's not an old advert. And I was just shocked at the balls that these people had to actually make something like that. This is after 9/11.
Well, Volkswagen, they're never going to be.
Oh, my God.
Chris Agombo's just come out with another belter.
Oh,
Nicole.
Papa. Yeah. Do you know what? We're probably saying recent adverts. I have to say, one of the strangest, but I found it so funny. It was when I was in Canada. Now, obviously, you got to remember, coming from England and then moving over to Canada, you and Ben, you would have seen it out there. How relaxed Canada is when it comes to weed. When it comes to weed, it's like when I was at Booking.com and people were like, I said, "What you do at the weekend?" When I first started, they're like, "Oh, we went round and smoked some joints and shit." I was like, "Shut up!" Like, we're talking about all the managers were with us. I was like, so anyway, when it actually became legal, you know, like at Christmas we have the "Don't drink and drive" adverts.
Yeah.
Well, Canada brought out a "Don't drink and smoke, don't drive while high" advert.
Don't drive while high, yeah.
And it was literally a joint talking to an imaginary joint talking to an imaginary can or bottle of beer, and they're having a full-on conversation on this guy's shoulder whether they should drive or not. And I literally had to turn around to Ilana and said, "Ilana, have you put something in my drink to make me think that I'm watching this?" Because they're so okay. There's literally adverts out there. Don't drive while high. And I was like, what? It's foreign to me. So when that advert first came out, I was like, what in God's name is going on?
I've got another. All of you must have seen the famous Jaguar commercial with all the supervillains with like Tom Hiddleston. That's an amazing That's an amazing advert. It's just like all villains drive Jaguars. It's brilliant. It's just like, you've got to see it. It's just a fantastic. Tom Hiddleston, like the other two folks, all Hollywood bad guys in it, and how it's good to be bad. Like British.
There's quite a few where there's like a series of them on the same thing from the same people, isn't it? But another one, Fry and Laurie. Is it Alliance and Leicester? The advertising. Can't remember it now. But it's just that always starts off with Mostyn. It's like, you know, going into the little railway signal box as is basically a new home for him. Is this where you live now? It's small, isn't it? Oh, compact and bijou, Mostyn, compact and bijou.
Yeah,
it's just so silly, all of that stuff. But I love Fry and Laurie anyway.
Yeah,
I like what Ellie just did. I think Ellie suggested. We're talking about commercials, and I think Ellie just suggested where a nice commercial can be made.
Yeah, a baby shower.
At a baby shower while she's getting tipsy.
Yeah,
there's a great advert for alcohol. Fair enough. Have a good time.
Should be a laugh.
And if I do remember Shake and Vac, you put the freshness back.
Love to see Ether in the chat. Haven't had a TV in 3 years.
Same.
Yeah, the TV adverts now are just not as good, are they?
I don't see any, Ben, because I've got one of those Android boxes now, and there's no commercials.
Yeah.
So I don't even get to see like movie previews, upcoming movies, this, that, the other, nothing. So I appreciate it sometimes because when you want to watch a show, like I just blazed through Narcos and I just finished all 3 seasons within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you're putting on the show and it's just 46 minutes straight. No, even when I go back and I watch like the America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talents on there and stuff like that, the show is actually like 1 hour and 10 minutes, not 2 hours, because they've cut all the commercial stuff out, right?
Yeah. And
so, but then you miss a lot of cool commercials, right?
Yeah, but Bobby, honestly, again, I mean, when we're here, you know, when the adverts are coming, they come at when I'm in Canada, I cannot believe how many ad breaks there are.
Yeah.
Literally, they'll do the intro like Big Bang Theory. They'll do the intro, then they'll play the song. It's an advert. Then it'll be 5 minutes. It's an advert.
Yeah.
Then it'll be 10 minutes. It's an advert. And then at the end, they'll play the song and play the outro. And then they'll play an advert just to do the finishing credits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
At least it's not like the United States.
I think it's every 7.
I get
it's
so
like
annoyed.
every 7 minutes or something, Brian. It's timed if you look at it.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the Super Bowl and things like that. I mean, obviously we know it's all about the money and whatever. I get that, especially the Super Bowl. It's like the biggest.
But I watch the Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Super Bowls for me is commercials and halftime, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's known for it, but honestly, you'll be watching like a half-hour program, and I'm sure you spend more watching adverts.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah.
Well,
you look.
It's a good. Oh, a great advert is the old Serie A advert, which it's now circulating again. It's a man watching AC Milan at the San Siro, and there's an empty seat next to him. And then the guy saying, "Oh, why is there an empty seat?" As "Oh, that was my wife's seat. She just passed away." So he's saying, "Oh, my condolences. Was there no one you could get to go with you?" He said, "No, they're all at the funeral."
Yeah, but you know what? When you talk football as well, Ben, there's one video I will remember. Do you remember Sky Sports a few years ago for the opening of the Premiership? They had the one with Frank Sinatra singing "That's Life," and they superimposed the players rewatching that advert was something special. That advert was incredible.
Coops, any more adverts?
I'll send it to you now, Bobby.
Andrew Gregory's brought up one 1980s Spurs advert and had Peter Cook leading out the team.
Yeah,
I remember that one as well.
Did you guys see that one from? I think it's Australia. It's called Dickens Cider.
Yes,
I've seen that advert. Yeah,
don't remember that one.
Oh my god, it's just hilarious the wording, the way they use the wording. It's obviously with the name. So, oh my god, I think I actually have the video. I'll send you the clip. It's oh my god, it's just so funny. It's that's the thing. European ads are so much better than like the way they push the limit kind of thing, and they kind of will actually take it right to the edge. Whereas I find North America is very conservative. Like it was that. Sorry,
it's not like that in adverts in the States, for example, where like every 3 adverts is a bloody medicine advert, or oh, maybe you should go and visit your doctor before seeing, and if this pill's good for you. It's just, why are you advertising it then?
It's going political again, isn't it? That's who rules the world, isn't it? Big Pharma.
Shit! What? That's my fault.
Well, it is though. It's unavoidable. It's where all the mega money is.
I've just sent it to you, Bobby.
House hippo and peanut butter on toast. Is that a real advert, Bobby? Dickens Cider.
It is, Jason. Actually, just Google it. I'm sure it comes up on YouTube. It's a guy just standing in a park by and there's like a waterfront behind him kind of thing. And he's interviewing women about this, obviously. And of course, with the name, talking to women, you can put 2 and 2 together, Jason. You're a smart guy. But it's just the way it's done. Like they literally just push the envelope to go right to the edge. Right to the edge. And it's like, and Brian, you've lived here long enough where you see that, when you compare European commercials to here, we're so much more conservative. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying they talk more about the weed and don't drive in or don't be high and drive or something like that and all that stuff. But that's because it's legal here. Yeah. It's become part of society consuming marijuana. Like everybody knows what I do. I drive the bus, and the amount of times you'll pull up to a bus stop and there's somebody puffing on a joint or whatever right before they get on the bus. It's unbelievable. And we're not just talking about like the poorer areas where it's blue collar. I'm talking downtown on Bay Street in the financial district. And there's the guy in the suit with his, the fancy little, you can tell the difference between, because there's vapes too.
Yeah.
And you can tell the difference between the way the vape looks and stuff and the amount of smoke comes up, because like what Brian's smoking right now, when he puffs out now, you see the cloud come out, right? These ones, you see these people, and then there's nothing, almost like nothing comes out. It's like, oh, okay, I know what you're
It's kind of like
smoking.
the skin pores, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's amazing, really, isn't it? So such a lax view on marijuana in Canada, which is a country well known for being relaxed anyway.
Yeah.
It's like you just cannot chill enough in Canada.
Yeah.
But you can chill, Kuva, but everything is offensive too. So you have to walk on eggshells. You have to be sensitive to everybody. So that's the thing. Even though we're very chill, we're very sensitive.
Yeah.
So you've got to stay politically correct. And to stay politically correct is getting harder and harder, especially with somebody like me that's got such a big mouth. You know, it's
I would
so hard.
I would be a real problem in Canada with my just say what I think attitude. I don't know how Brian gets around because me and Brian are two peas in a pod and we just say what we think half the time.
Why do you think he comes back to England for 6 months at a time?
This shit's too nice for me. I can't handle this. I gotta go cuss some people.
Yeah.
Leave me out.
Yeah.
Right.
Gets the rage out and he flies back over. When he flies back, I'll meet him a day or two after he's back, and he's so much calmer, giving me hugs and cuddles and everything. All
No
friendly
matter
and
what
stuff.
mood I'm in, Bobby, you will always get a hug, brother. No matter what mood I'm in,
Hey.
you will always get a hug.
I'm a hugger, buddy. So
Other than that, advert-wise, has anybody seen Djibouti Dubs?
No.
I
What?
don't even know what it is. What is it?
It's on this. It's basically a YouTube channel, Djibouti Dubs, JABOODY, and he gets all the old American infomercials like Billy Mays and those sorts of characters.
Yeah.
And just does a comedy dub over the top, and it is laugh out loud funny.
Yeah.
There's a whole series of them they've done. I think they did a lot of things like the mystery. What's it called? Not the Mystery Science Theatre, whatever. Where they do a watch along to old films and old classic sci-fis and things, and they'll just talk over it, give their own commentary. It's really funny stuff, but the dubs over the Djibouti dubs when they're doing all the infomercials, absolutely hilarious. Might have to put a link in for you later. It's just one of those things. Multiple times over with the kids, totally offensive in a lot of ways, but it's that kind of unnecessarily crude part to it that makes it so funny.
I really hate those. JML are the biggest culprits of it here in the UK. Buy this thing from JML, this glove that cleans your wall. But it's even worse in America. Like the tape, there's a massive leak. He puts a tape on, and suddenly it's fixed. Rubbish. Operator standing by now. Good afternoon.
Hey, what's up, Barry? Cheers, buddy.
Flag.
What is he talking about? Kegel.
Because all of us, you got the cough, you got the coof, you got the kang.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now I've got it, Nick, brother. Now I've got
Kegel, yes.
We don't have the rice, but we got all the crispies. Hey.
Well, that should also mean that I'm speaking to Boover over here.
Yeah. No, we all start with K.
No, it's okay.
No, you just being
Yeah,
silly.
Oral B's.
Yeah, you're just being
Oral
silly now,
B's.
Brian. You're just doing. Yeah, check
Oral
come.
B's and Coover's.
Keep it,
Oral B,
keep
that's
it serious, Brian. Keep it serious, okay?
It's funny for Nick to say wakey wakey is a real. That's
not only for him to say wakey. Not only for him to say wakey wakey. This man has got 5,800 names.
Yeah.
And yeah,
What did he remove some?
Of them.
Yeah.
5,800. He removed some.
Yeah, it's like those apps that you
he's
don't
scaling-
use. They
he's
go
cutting
to deep
down,
sleep, like Nick.
That guy's got more passports than half the people I know here. Jeez.
Yeah.
More passports than Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Nicholas Bourne.
Nicholas Bourne.
Nicholas Bourne. Actually, that should be one of his new aliases, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
Jason
Just
Bourne.
Jason.
Give him another name.
Just Jason.
Jason Bourne-Jit.
Jason Bourne-Jit.
Yeah.
Bob Square, if you're watching, there's the new nickname.
There you go, Nick. There you go. Who poked the beast? That is Ranjit. There we know. That's an R, yeah, in itself.
Oh, Jess.
Oh, Jesh.
Oh, man.
only on this show can we talk about rubbish like that.
Exactly. Hey, we were able to fill a good half hour there talking about television commercials.
It's the
And you
best
know
part.
what? It's essential knowledge that people need to get out there and they need to share, because this moment now hopefully will last with everybody in the chat, everybody that watches this later on. They're going to sit there and think about their favorite commercial, and it's going to put a smile on their face. So if it made their day better, Benny, you've done your part, my man.
Absolutely.
Oh, and some of the safety commercials as well were really good. We always had this regular one over in the UK. It'll be a little kid telling you about the dangers of, like, don't stick your head in a blender, sort of thing.
Yeah.
While their head's in a blender?
While he watches his cat do it. And it's all animated. And then the cat will come up with blood everywhere, missing paws and things. And he's going, and the kid will go, Charlie says never play with blenders without putting the lid on. That sort of thing. And it does it with everything. It's like the most wildly obvious stuff you don't do anyway.
Yeah.
And they felt the need to make it into a warning commercial for the government. Awesome stuff. Green Cross Code as well, Chris Agamil saying again.
Yeah.
That's another big one.
Oh my God. Oh, you just reminded me one, Kuva, that I loved. I absolutely loved. It's this Dorito commercial with the little young black boy. He opens the door to she's got the single mom, and the new boyfriends come over to kind of pick up the mom kind of thing. So he comes in and the mom she comes to the door as well, and she turns around. Okay, I'm going to go get something. And the guy's standing at the door and he's eyeing up the mom as she walks away because she's looking good and everything. And the son's just standing on the ground, just eyeballing him, staring at him. It's just a little kid. So then they go inside, they sit down, and the guy picks up his video game joystick, starts playing, and goes to grab a Dorito.
Yeah.
And the kid just whacks him, and he goes right in his face, and he's like, keep your hands off my games, and keep your hands off my Doritos. And just the way he does it, he's just like, the man's just sitting there like, all right, little man, sorry. You can take my mama. I don't care. Don't touch my games and don't touch my Doritos, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. Funny. And the kid, his facial expressions are just perfect with it.
Yeah. They knew how to do adverts back in the day. They knew.
That was only that was another Super Bowl one, I think, a few years ago.
They do the Super Bowl adverts.
Super Bowl's awesome, man. Yeah, but you know what they pay for those, Benny?
Oh, it's the most ridiculous advertising.
It's ridiculous. Price. It's something like $5 million US a minute or something, or even probably even more than that now. It's crazy.
Last I heard, Bobby, it was 7. But that
$7 a minute?
That might be Canadian.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But the thing is, apparently, it's worth it. Obviously, why would they do it otherwise, right?
It is the biggest advertising space in the world, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's nuts how many people. But you figure, with the World Cup, more people are watching the World Cup. But I guess because you have so many different networks, different streams, different everywhere.
Stop the game for an advert, whereas the Super Bowl stops for adverts.
Yes, all American football does.
Yeah, and you got to remember as well, World Cup coverage. A lot of people like the BBC and don't have adverts.
Yeah,
yes, ITV will do it, but you've got other broadcasters.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's why it wouldn't work with the World Cup, because you got everybody's watching in different parts of the world. Obviously, we all might be watching the same game. The actual feed to the actual game might be the same, but then when they click into their commercials, that, everything, that's all different, right? So that's why I guess that wouldn't really work.
For the Super Bowl here, we get English adverts for which they should just.
We get Canadian ones, but then, like I said, because I've got that Android box, I watch an American feed.
Yeah.
Right. So, but to me, honestly, I the one thing I enjoyed about, I know we're not supposed to talk about football, but when we were in the Conference League and I had to try to find the Spurs games, you could only find them in on the lower network channels kind of thing. You wouldn't find them on Sky Sports or BBC or whatever like that. So I was watching games in Arabic and Japanese, Spanish. Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The Doritos eyes on pigs can fly.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one, Jess.
We're going to have to watch all these adverts.
A lot of Dorito adverts.
Yeah. possibly the most one of the craziest ones was Nintendo did an advert with a sexy girl all doing Pokemon, and she comes in and she's like saying, "If you want to play with Pokemon, you got to play with me first." It's like and the kid wakes up after having a dream like that. It's just like, "Oh, mum, what's happened?" That's
Okay.
And then suddenly he didn't want to play Pokemon anymore.
Or you want to play a different version of Pokemon?
Yeah. The cigarette ads at the cinema were like mini feature films. Yes, they were. But the best advert always at the cinema was the Paul and Dean advert. Was that? I think it's what is it? Is it Paul and Dean? Something like that.
Oh, I think I know the one you mean. Really dramatic music with it.
Yeah, really dramatic music. And then it's
That's it.
Paul and Dean or whatever it is. Great advert. Oh, still time for a Coke at a cinema. Always brilliant.
Oh no! Just remember one. What we were talking away a minute ago. Another car advert. I think it might be Peugeot or something like that. It's one with the little baby ram leading the flock of sheep, and he's a tiny little thing, but he's strutting his stuff down the road, confident as anything, to the tune of like Lenny Kravitz banging out, "Are you going to go my way?" And it's just like everything's getting out of his way, despite the fact he's just got such attitude and aura about him. And then the car comes in the opposite direction and it just stops. And then the goat finally moves aside. It's like it can stop everything except for a Peugeot or whatever car it was. I can't remember. Isn't that the weird thing as well with a lot of adverts? You remember the advert, but you don't remember what it's for sometimes.
Yeah. The Peugeot used to
defeats the object, doesn't it?
Peugeot did. But also, do you remember Vitalite?
Oh, yeah.
Vitalite.
Wake up in the morning, wanting some breakfast. There was another version
I
to that.
remember that one.
I like Sophie's challenge that she's dropped. She dropped the gauntlet on you here, Benny.
I think you guys should pick a subject and make your own advert live. Right? I can't do that. I haven't got the.
Oh my gosh! Like, whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, go-karting at Spurs.
I'll do the Skywalk.
In a world.
No, we got to all pick the same thing. How's this, Sophie? Why don't you pick a subject for us as well? Make it challenging. Go ahead.
Please no. This is.
It's got to be something that I'll know too, not just something English, please.
This is Iggy Sophie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got it. The go-karting at Spurs. It's like now you too can continue going around it in circles at great speed, going nowhere but paying high prices.
Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Oh my God!
Enjoy your go-karting experience because we don't play football here.
Iconic advert of all goddamn time, especially with that music.
Kit Kats.
Which one?
Agenbar. I tell you what, honestly, Agenbar has been on absolute fire.
Yes, he has.
With these adverts, absolute fire.
See, I don't know 90% of these, unfortunately.
I mean, the Hovis one is just iconic.
I mean, the best advert I can come up would be Kit Kats. Call them a biscuit because sod Alan. Just give him a
Kit Kat, biscuit or chocolate doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just get some brown in you.
Yeah. Kit Kats. Shut up, Alan.
Shut up, Alan.
I have to say though, with Alan in the building, his tweets when he's been doing the lip syncing have been brilliant. Have been brilliant. They really have.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's what he just put down.
Advertiser just got his final line. Fans all want me to take a backward step.
Or I'll go up there to see if gravity still works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Levy. Be really daring. No, no harness for you.
On that note, that's the hour up. We've gone through the hour. That was so fast. As always.
Time flies when you're having fun, Benny.
Time flies when you're having a slippery slope now. More diabetism, yeah. Okay.
Hey, no. Hold on a second. He can't play that bullshit card because if you go up, I'm going to find it. I know he did. I'm going to find it. Actually, sorry, Benny, you carry on while I find it.
Yeah, I see it. Victimize the bloke with diabetes. I see how it is. Yeah, I get it.
We do that on this show every single week.
No, there was something he put in that's put him in hot water, and I meant to bring it up when he.
Oh, but it was sugar-free, though.
Oh, that's the excuse he's going to try to use now. But since you said that, he won't be able to.
Find it quickly, Bobby. We got to wrap up the show. Whilst Bobby's doing that, Brian, what's happening on Tottenham on Tour this week?
There'll be some more cockerel doodle doos. Hopefully, Ben, you and me will find out a time so we can try and maybe go live one evening. We haven't gone live for a while. And on Saturday night, we will record our Spurs review, our weekly review, and bring back the news report from the Tottenham Chronicle.
Absolutely.
Tottenham on Tour's very own paper. And we will go through everything as we do, ready for people to sit down and have their Sunday coffee or tea. But yeah, there'll be a few more cockerel doodle doos this week, that's for sure.
And Coover and Bobby, what is happening this week on In the Bull?
We'll be back on Saturday within the Bull. In fact, we've got Mr. Diabetic Army coming on here. Mark Cousins, I believe Ellie's joining us, and a few of you, whoever's going to be available. I think I don't know how we're going to do. If we're going to go back to our old thing where we just do the two guests and stick with that format. Me and Kuva got to discuss it, but I'll be.
I'll dare say Bob Spur will probably come on. He'll get itchy about that time of night. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, it's always anybody wants to jump in, by all means, please do. But we'll be back on Saturday night at 5:30 p.m. over here for us in the Canada, and at 10:30 for those of you in the UK. Myself and of course Mr. Sexy himself down there will be leading the line there, and we'll get some stories ready for you. And if you want to join too, but I think we're gonna maybe come up with a new game because. With that gold standard thing we were doing, that's takes a bit too much time and it slows everything down. So we want to make it a little bit more fun. So we will be talking a little bit of football. But I did find Mark's comment. If you go to 9:39,
what's that in English?
No, your time 9:39.
Yeah, so 2:39.
Right. Oh, sorry. In English, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about in English? I am speaking English. What are you talking about? Yeah, so 2:39, right above Chris Agambar's Umbongo one.
Oh, yeah.
He's giving us shit, and yet he's talking about flake. I don't know much about England chocolate, but I know flake is a chocolate. Huh? Hypocrite, Mark. You hypocrite.
So what he's saying is diabetism is okay if there's a sexy one.
He does it.
And on that note,
I agree.
Then I agree with him.
I agree.
On that note, it's time to end the show. Thank you all so much for watching this.
If I've got Gal Gadot gently feeding me chocolate buttons, I'm quite happy to go that way.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you all so much for watching. We will be back here at 2 p.m. tomorrow, as always. And Brian, take it away, sir.
I was waiting to see if it was a show where I could do it, so I will do it all together now.
All
1,
together now.
2, 3, and as always, Levy out.
And if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you so much. And we will see you tomorrow. Cheers, everyone. Ciao.
Go catchphrase. What's it?
Little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to see.